let's talk, well, seeing as how we're talking about women, let's talk about EJean Carrol.
Yeah, let's talk about EJean Carroll and how that crusty, dusty, orange motherfucker is now. They let out the $5 million or whatever, the first amount that he was supposed to pay her. Finally, the judge finally said, "Yeah, give her money." After all his appeals failed, now he's trying to file another appeal, trying to say that he should get that money back and he deserves to have that money back. So she is currently holding it in a trust, but he's just doing everything he can not to pay this woman her money after he was adjudged to have assaulted her, sexually assaulted her at Bergdorf's in New York, which is right down the road from Trump Tower. And apparently, I think the other $83 million that he owes her is supposed to go to, on the shadow docket, most likely, of the Supreme Court, probably in the next session, but it probably won't be pulled up till probably January or February or even later, because they like to pull things out as long as they can after they already said they weren't going to cover him about the $5 million. But he's still trying to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, and he's still trying to appeal to claw back the $5 million that was paid out to her, because they are trying to drag it out until she dies, because she is 83 years old. She also doesn't plan on spending the money for herself anyway. She's got foundations in place waiting for this money for her to spend it on. And it's just like, look, you crusty bitch. And I ain't talking about EJean, I'm talking about the orange fuck. You lost. You lost. You've lost twice to start with. You've lost every single appeal. Just stop. You are fucking ridiculous. You're a sex offender. You are an adjudicated sex offender, and that's only because in the 90s, when this happened, New York had a rule that you have to be able to prove that there was actually genital contact. In other words, his genitals in her genitals. I'm trying to be nice. Penetration. And she didn't know, because she was so scared. She kept her eyes closed, and she didn't know if it was his penis or if it was his finger, which just tells you a whole lot right there if you don't know the difference. Yeah, because I know the difference between a finger and, a schlong, a banana, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. Anywho, how do you feel about that?
I think the man's a scumbag.
Duh.
This is just ridiculous. It's like, oh my God, you did it. Pay her. Plain and simple. Pay her. You did it. Pay her. You've been found guilty. Pay her. You have the money because you have that $13 billion that disappeared from Venezuela.
And you've been robbing us hand over frickin' fist with money and getting money from other countries and grifting and selling things and meme coins and whatever the hell else. Your meme coins that lost like 97% of their value right away, and you're the only one who made the money off it. But
that and your son.
And then, your son, and they're selling weapons to your government, which, again, is not what. And don't give me that shit about, he likes to say, "Oh, I don't take a salary from the president." Who the fuck cares about your $400,000 a year salary? Because that's what the presidential salary is. Who the fuck cares? You've already upped your by billions, literally billions, since you have been in this colossal fucking wreck of a government.
Just remember, Trump was not a billionaire until his second term.
Exactly.
Just
And
remember that.
And so on that, let's talk about the fact that we are now at $40 trillion in national debt. I believe we're around 30-something trillion when he came into office. And out of all the presidents that we have ever had, he is responsible from his first term and this one, which he's only not even 2 years into, is responsible for something like 28.5% of that. Do you know how crazy that is? Let's go and say, okay, he's been president twice. He's 45 and 47. Well, whatever you call what he does. I don't call that president. But anyway, he was just like, out of all the 47, we'll go with 46 of them, he's responsible for 28.5% of our debt. Just him alone. You sit there and you fucking average it out between all of the presidents, and that is ridiculous. You know, this is the same man that people listen to lie and say, "Oh, I'm going to bring down the national debt," and I brought in billions of dollars from tariffs, and I got $13 billion from Venezuela, and blah blah blah. Yeah, motherfuckers out there that believe that, to the trash with you, bibbity bobbity, fuck you.